Welcome to Title Talk with Kathy Schwartz, Parent Involvement Coordinator for Adams Central. Let's talk about how you can take advantage of title programs and help your student achieve in the classroom.
Welcome to Title Talk. My name is Kathy Schwartz. I'm the Parent Involvement Coordinator for Adams Central, and I'm here today to talk about some new and exciting things happening at AC. The first thing is we have created several new formats to present the title newsletter so parents can access it in a format that is easiest for them to utilize. There will be 3 ways that you can access the newsletter. It will be available as a PDF for printing from the Adams Central website. It will also be available as a video posted to the Title Talk YouTube channel with a link provided on the AC website. And you will also be able to listen to the Title Talk podcast, available on various podcast platforms like iTunes, Google, and Spotify, and the link will be provided at the AC website. One other exciting thing that's happening at AC is the Idea Exchange. IDEA stands for Interesting Dilemmas Everyone Wants Answered. This is a program designed for parents to come together and to exchange ideas about various subjects. The first one is going to be held October 14th, and the topic for discussion is how to talk to teachers. Parent-teacher conferences are coming up, and we'd like to give you some pointers on how to establish a good communication link between parents and teachers, because it is so important in the educational process of your child. Next, we would like to give you some dates that you need to write down on your calendar. Just run to it and write them down right now. October 14th is the Idea Exchange. That is going to be held in the cafetorium at 6 p.m. On October 28th and 29th, we're going to hold parent orientation for the parents of children that are being serviced by Title K through 5. You have a chance to attend either the one October 28th at 6 p.m. or the one that's offered on October 29th, next day at 9 a.m. Both meetings are held in the cafetorium, and we encourage you to attend. We will discuss qualifications for title services, what a typical day looks like, and answer any questions that you may have about our title program. Also, the last date, November 7th. I know it's a little early to be writing that one down, but that's our family fun night. That's going to be a game board bonanza. We're going to be playing bingo and have lots of prizes of board games for you to win. So we hope that you come and have a lot of fun. These family fun nights are designed for one, networking of parents that children are involved in the title program, but they're also to celebrate the children for all their hard work that they do in the title program. And now we're going to do some interviews with the title staff K-5. We feel it's very important that you put a face with the name and get to know the people who are working with your child. And so here we go. I have with me today one of our title staff members, and would you like to introduce yourself, please?
My name is Kim Rowe, and I work with 4th grade title doing both reading and math.
Okay, could you tell us what you enjoy about teaching in the title program?
I love working with the kids. The 4th graders are just absolutely awesome, and the teachers are as well. I just like watching them learn new things and get better at things that they maybe struggle with, but when that light bulb moment comes on, it's just the most amazing thing.
Well, great. this is a very short interview because we have lots of staff members, but could you tell us what is something the parents could do at home for their fourth graders to help them?
Sure. The main thing is just to keep reading with them, read to them, let them read to you, do partner reading, math, keep up with all those good skills because everything builds from one year to the next. And so the more help we get at home, the better it works here too.
Okay, well, Kim, you did an excellent job, and thank you. And now we'll move on to our next guest. Okay, we have another visitor from the title staff, and so would you please introduce yourself and tell me what subjects and grade levels you work with?
Okay, my name is FREY. I work with teaching reading to first graders.
Okay. Could you tell us what you enjoy about teaching in the title program?
Well, I absolutely love teaching in the title program, and I think it's because I get to work with one child or two or three or four at a time, so you really get to know them. And there's something about my personality that kind of likes to solve puzzles, so I love getting to know the child's strengths and figuring out how I can use those strengths to help take them to the next level they need to go to. So it just fits me.
Yeah. Okay. Would you like to pass on some information to the parents as what they can do at home to help their struggling reader?
Yeah, that would be good. First of all, I'd like to thank the parents for all the time they spend reading with the children.
Yes.
That is just so valuable. When I have parents who are consistently reading at home, you see the growth change in the kids. But we also have to be realistic that these kids, a lot of them have struggled. A lot of them feel like, I can't. And so my advice to the parents would be to do as much praising as you can. Notice the things they did right. I think you'll find more power in praising them for what they did right than always correcting every mistake. There's mistakes that you can just ignore, but you can say simple things like, oh, that was so good, how you noticed that didn't make sense, and you went back and you worked on that again. Or, hey, I could tell you were trying to figure out if that was going to be called a rabbit or a bunny, because I heard you going, and that helped you think. But just looking for those things that you can praise them, ignoring the mistakes as much as possible, I think will empower the kids to try.
Excellent. Very good advice for all of us. Thank you, Kay, for stopping by.
You're welcome.
We're here with another staff member of the title program. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I'm Jenny Powell, and I work in title with fifth graders.
Fifth graders. What subjects do you cover with
I work with math and reading.
Both of them?
Both.
Okay. Would you like to tell us what you enjoy about working with the Title I program?
Sure. With Title I students, what I enjoy most is being able to build relationships with them and build them up. I like to let each of them know that they're special, that they have their own unique qualities, that they can learn, that they can do things. And I think just having somebody to believe in them and just to make them smile makes a huge difference. It makes them want to try.
Excellent. Could you share something that parents could do at home for their child?
Sure. I think that with fifth graders, or who I work with, it's still important to remember that you need to listen to your child read. So they may be reading, but it's good to take 10 minutes or so and listen to them read. They may pick a library book that they enjoy, but it may be difficult for them. They may need some help or you to read it to them. If you find that that a book is too difficult, you can always contact us and we can help find a book that works for them because we don't want them to be frustrated.
Okay, how about the math program? Is there something, especially in math, can parents help?
For math, I know it's hard. I'm a title parent and a title teacher, so I'm on both sides of it. It's hard, we're busy, but if you could sit down with your kids and help them with their homework, make sure that they understand it and work with them is the most important.
Sometimes they just don't really understand what's being asked.
Yes.
They might be able to do the computations but not be able to understand what's being asked to
Yes,
start out
yes.
with. So that's why it's important.
Yes, yep, read it over with them and just help them, be there to support them, and that goes a long way.
Excellent advice. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
We'd like to welcome another title staff person. If you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us what you do, please.
I'm Amy Wenger. I am the ELL director here at Adams Central, and I also am the Title I reading teacher for first grade.
Okay, very good. Could you tell me what you enjoy about teaching in the title program?
I love working with small groups of children. I love getting to know them, and I like watching them develop in their reading skills, and hitting the milestones and accomplishing all their goals. That's just one of the things that just is the highlight of teaching title.
Excellent. Could you give maybe some advice to parents that they could possibly do something at home to help their child?
Yes, and you always hear reading with your child, but when you read with your child, also discuss that book with your child. Discuss pictures or words in the story you think they may not understand. That helps with language development.
Yes, and also connecting that story with what they know,
Absolutely.
their world.
Yes, any kind of connection for them.
Excellent.
That's good.
Okay, thank you for stopping in, and thank you, Amy. Okay, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what grade level you work with?
Yes, I'm KIRISTI HOMAN. I work with third grade, both in reading and in math. This is my 16th year in title.
Wow. Okay, could you tell us what you enjoy about working with title students?
I think the thing I like the most is having the individual students' attention, the small group where I can really reach them. You just get a better sense of their strengths and their weaknesses and what you can do to help them when you're in that small group.
You can really pinpoint where to start.
Right.
Okay, excellent. Could you tell the parents just briefly maybe some things they could do at home that they could help their child?
Definitely just have them reading every night. If comprehension is something that they struggle with, if they have trouble remembering what they read or can't understand it, just break it up into sections for them. Have them read little bits at a time and talk with them. I think that's the most important thing, is just to talk with them about their reading.
Okay.
To make sure they're understanding it, and just, but do it in sections. Don't try to do big sections at a time. Break it up into small pieces.
Instead of reading the whole chapter,
Right.
maybe a couple of pages
Right.
and then stopping and
Right.
asking questions. Excellent. Do you do math?
I do a little math, not near as much as reading, but yes, I do a little math with the students.
Is there something that they possibly could work at home in the math area?
I would try to find some math sites. Cool Math is one. They seem to really enjoy studying math more if they can do it on the computer or on an app. Facts is a big thing they need to know in third grade, is to learn all of their multiplication facts. So that's something I would really practice.
Okay, very good. Thank you for stopping by today.
Thank you.
Would you please introduce yourself and tell what grade level you work at?
I'm Kathy Fox, and I teach first grade title reading groups and first grade reading recovery.
Okay. Could you give me an idea why you enjoy teaching the title program?
I really love the chance to help my students feel successful by providing just right books and showing students the joy of being a reader. And as a former first grade teacher, I always wanted more time to help the ones who found reading difficult. Now I get to do that every day.
Excellent. In parting, would you like to tell the parents something that they possibly can be doing at home to help their student?
Parents really are a key part of our team. If you could read to your child and talk about the books so they learn reading makes sense and stories are fun, that really begins to get the motivation for them wanting to read. And when a child is reading, praise what is almost right. Say something like, I like how you tried that first letter. Now let's think about what would make sense and we can try it again. Or, I like how you used that picture. Now let's look at that first letter, or as they get older, a little farther into that word. And one more parent suggestion, help your child get lots of sleep. Sleep really does help them be able to try and concentrate.
They're ready for learning.
Right.
Excellent. Well, thank you for stopping in today, Kathy.
Okay.
Would you like to introduce yourself, please, and tell us what grade levels you work with or what your position here is with title?
Yes, I am Shelby McDonald, and I teach first grade reading recovery.
Okay. Could you tell us what you enjoy about reading recovery?
I like working with the students one-on-one and in small groups because I feel like I'm able to best serve them and their needs.
Okay. And you have different size groups that you work with?
Mainly it's one-on-one, but I also pull groups, small reading groups as well.
Excellent. Could you tell us something that possibly the parents could do to help their students at home?
The parents could definitely read with their children at home and talk to their children about the stories that they read and communicate with their teachers if they have any concerns.
I know the Reading Recovery sends books home
Yes.
Every evening.
Every night.
So be sure to check those and work with them
Yes.
with their packets.
Exactly.
Excellent. Thank you, Shelby.
Thank you.
And now we will hear from our director of the Title Services, Abby.
Hi, my name is Abby DROO. I am the director of Title I at Adams Central, and my job is to basically write and manage the Title I grant and oversee the Title I programming at Adams Central. It's a great role. This role allows me to support all staff at Adams Central with resources, professional development, and any other ways that we can positively impact our students.
Excellent. Could you tell us about the staff that for Title, please?
Sure. Our Title I staff includes around 19 people who work. We have usually about one highly qualified individual at each grade level, which is nice because then they're able to work collaboratively with the classroom teachers, really specialize in the grade level they're at. We also have 3 reading recovery teachers. Every single one of our Title I teachers and aides are trained in a Orton-Gillingham program, which is basically a phonemic awareness, just in-depth knowledge where you get to know the kids and where their struggles are. So great teachers who work with our students.
Excellent. Is there anything else you feel that the parents would be interested in knowing? Perhaps the question about servicing their child. And
yeah, Title I services are great because they're supplemental services, which means they're in addition to the curriculum they're getting in the classroom. Again, when we talk about that collaboration with teachers, we're able to work with the teachers, where are the weaknesses. We look at data from testing in WEA, classroom testing we do as a title team to determine specific needs that children have. And then we can supplement those services. So it's always in addition to what they're receiving in the classroom, just an extra layer of support and reinforcement.
And for those parents who are concerned that their child is missing direct instruction in the classroom, would you like to speak to that?
They'll never miss their 90-minute reading block where they have the direct instruction. We have some time built in the day for high ability programming, just additional supports that we offer at Adams Central as far as supplemental supports go. Excellent.
Well, thank you for stopping by today, Abby, and for directing our title program here at Adams Central.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell what grade levels you work with?
Okay. My name is Joy Hamilton, and I work with grades 1 and 2 in math.
In math. Title. Okay. Can you tell me what you enjoy about working with the title kids?
I enjoy the interaction, and when they get a concept, the light bulb goes off and they're pleased with themselves.
Excellent. Yeah, that's the wow moment. Yes,
you bet. You bet.
Okay, can you give the parents some suggestion about what they should be doing at home to help your first and second graders?
I think each night they need to look in their folder, see what they've done during the day, review that work, and if they can review their math facts, that will give them a heads up.
Okay. And also, if they have any questions, to contact the teachers as to if they see some difficulty their child is having.
Absolutely, absolutely. Interaction with the teacher is key.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
I am NEDRA ENGLE, and I taught many years of first grade, and now I am working with second grade in the title reading position.
Excellent. Could you tell me what you love about working with title students, please?
Well, I love to let them catch the love for reading. I want them to get excited about them. I want them to think, I can't wait to get there and read about these characters. And I love to share some of my favorite book characters. The Fox books, Henry and Mudge, Frog and Toad, and Gerald and Piggy. So if I can get them to love these things, I think we got to start.
And they can get those at the library also.
They can. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Could you, if you had one thing to tell the parents about what they could do at home to help their student, could you share that, please?
I think reading to them, even though they are older and can read to themselves, read to your child. Let them see you enjoy a good book. And then, of course, listening to them read also. And it's okay to read easy things. They don't have to always read challenging books. Read something easy and enjoyable.
I remember a formula we used to use is you read two easy and then one hard and then go back to an easy. That gives them confidence to try.
That's a great thing to do. Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks, NEDRA, for stopping by.
Thank you.
Okay, we'd like to welcome another Title I staff member. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Deb Bonham, and I work with kindergarten title students.
Okay. And could you tell me what you enjoy about teaching title?
What I enjoy most of all about working with kindergarten is to see how much they grow during the year. Because they start the year and they just need so much help and so much guidance and feel like they're never going to be able to do things by themselves. And then maybe about March or April, all of a sudden you can see that light bulb turn on and they realize, oh, I can do this now. So they're excited to see the growth that they've made themselves.
Okay, very good. And if there was something that parents could do at home, what would you suggest?
Well, at the beginning of the year, I don't formally identify title students in kindergarten until October. And they don't really formally start working in title groups until November. But at the beginning of the year, I establish what's called early intervention groups. And so I don't send a lot of communication home with parents at that time, but they can look at kindergarten newsletters and find out what letters and what numbers they're working on. And then I do send papers home with the kids, so when they see something come home, then they know that's what they should be focusing on at home also.
So it's really important to check that book bag every night.
That's exactly right, and their folders that are full of all kinds of interesting things. And then once I do start my program, it's called a Leveled Literacy Intervention Program, LLI for short. And every time a lesson is completed, I send the book home. It's a black and white copy of the book the children have read, and a letter. So in that letter, there are always either 2 or 3 suggestions of what parents can do to help their kids. So I appreciate it so much when parents do at least one of the 3 things. And if they can do 2 or 3, or all 3, that would be super, because they're not things that take a lot of time, but they're just that little extra review of maybe what their child
needs. And it reinforces what the child needs.
Right. And I'm reinforcing what they're learning in their classroom. So I'm not doing something different than what they're doing in their classroom. It's just a reinforcement of what's already been taught by their classroom teacher.
Excellent. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Mrs. Schwartz.
And so that concludes our interviews with our title staff. I do want to thank the title staff for taking time out of their very busy day to meet with me and to talk with me. It is very evident that they care and enjoy working with your child, and so I want to really thank them for coming. Thank you, and until next time, keep talking.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Title Talk. If you'd like to know more about our programs, please contact the Adams Central Title staff. Until next time, keep talking.